Hey, what's up, guys? Ben from MySportsStuff here with Richie Donnell. Today we're going to be talking about the Chicago Bears draft class of 2017. They were the talk of the town after the first round, but not for good reasons.
No, not at all. They ended up moving up one spot to get Mitch Trubisky. This pick is ultimately either going to set them back 5 years or it's going to make Ryan Pace look like an absolute genius because there's already talks about him being fired due to how this draft went out. They gave up a lot for Trubisky. They ended up giving up 2 third-round picks, a 4th-round pick, their number 1 pick to move up one spot and take Trubisky, who wasn't our number 1 quarterback. He is very talented, but there's just so much questions and unanswered things there that you got to look at for him to be picked at number 2. And as you go down the board, Adam Shaheen taken in the 2nd round, even though a lot of people are saying he's baby Gronk or comparing him, making that comparison, the value just wasn't there. But I really, really liked the Eddie Jackson pick.
Yeah.
They need a guy who can play center field, create turnovers, and they just didn't have that as a player from the safety position. And I think Eddie Jackson could end up being the best player out of this entire draft for them.
And we got to talk about this Mitch Trubisky pick because so many questions are brought up. You know, why did they trade up?
Right.
Why Trubisky?
Right.
You know, if they're trading up, like the 49ers thought they were picking Solomon Thomas,
absolutely.
which wouldn't have been a bad idea.
And I thought the same thing watching the draft.
Right. So it's just confusing,
Yes.
in my opinion, just because Trubisky probably isn't a top 10 value.
Right.
And at number 2, it's very perplexing. And with Adam Shaheen, I really liked Shaheen. I had him like at number 7 for my tight ends. But at 45 overall, it's just it's a big risk.
Right.
Because, you know, going from D2 football to NFL, it's a big step.
Yeah.
And he's not a guy that's probably going to be starting week 1.
Right. Yeah, the Chicago, for me, I gave them a D because I thought that they took players in a position where there were better players on the board, but also players that filled immediate needs that Chicago had.
Yeah.
They needed to address the offensive line. Didn't do so until they drafted another Division II player
in the 5th round.
They needed to address the cornerback position as they declined the option on Fuller.
Yep.
There were so many needs out there that Chicago could have filled with better players that they neglected to do so. So like I said, I am giving them a D, and they're probably really lucky that I didn't give them an F.
Yeah, I'm right with you. I'm going to give them a D as well. I mean, really, the only player that I think could make an impact in 2017 for them is Eddie Jackson.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, surely Mike Glennon's going to be starting for a year or two in Chicago, and like I said, Shaheen's going to have to take some time to develop. And you know, with Tariq Cohen, they don't have a need at running back.
Right.
And if it's just going to be a return specialist, what's the point of picking him in the 4th round?
Right.
So, a lot of troubles in Chicago right now.
Lots of troubles in Chicago.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to go to our website, mysportsstop.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more original videos.